Hello, and welcome to another episode of MMA Vision Analysis. This one, we're talking about the possibility of Paddy Pimblett facing off against Michael Chandler. A step up in competition, in my personal opinion, from, with all respect, Bobby Green and Tony Ferguson. We're going to talk about the possibility of this happening sometime 2025. But before we get started, make sure to like, subscribe, click that notification to get all of this is new from this channel, your channel, the one and only MMA Vision Analysis. This fight here would make a tremendous amount of noise if it was on a card that's hosted somewhere in Europe, perhaps specifically England. Obviously, Paddy Pimblett has a huge following in England, and the guy has the ability to sell out arenas. And when we talk about Michael Chandler, that's a heck of a worthy opponent. I always talked about Paddy Pimblett and matchmakers, in my personal opinion, I think, doing a fantastic job sheltering the guy from the top guys. But the guy, I believe, is in his early 30s now, so you can only shelter him for so long. He's literally in his athletic prime, or should be at least. So I believe now is the best time to see Paddy Pimblett against the Poiriers and the Chandlers and the Gages of the division. And a heck of a way to start off is to go ahead and go in that octagon against the one, the only, Michael Chandler, perhaps one of the best athletes that the sport's ever seen, regardless of the losses. I know people are going to bring up the losses. All of the dude's fights are close. Every single fight that he lost in the UFC was mighty close. He's a heck of an athlete, heck of an entertainer. Personally, I have a lot of love and admiration for a Michael Chandler. He's a respectable character in and outside of the octagon. For Paddy Pimblett, it's going to serve like I said, step up in competition, with all respect to all previous opponents of Paddy. But I would have loved to see Paddy Pimblett go up against a Michael Chandler or a Justin Gaethje like a year or two before. The guy's, if I'm not mistaken, he's in his early 30s, so what's to wait for? And obviously he has all the following behind him. But I believe the hype has to be backed up with performances, and performances against top names. And yes, I said top name, Michael Chandler. I still look at Michael Chandler as a top name. The lightweight division for so long was the home for, I believe, some of the best talent in the UFC. Now, most of its talent up top is an aging bunch, whether it be a Poirier, Chandler himself, a Gaethje. All of these guys are in their mid to late 30s, and perhaps it's time for the old generation to make way for the new generation, which includes a Paddy Pimblett. Will this fight actually happen? I'm interested to see. If it does, I would most certainly be tuned in. I think this fight has the ability to either headline a fight night or be a co-main event for some main card. If you made it this far, I appreciate it for sticking around. Please let me know what you think in the comments, or like, subscribe for more.